Where is Gus Gus? By Claire Daniel. Illustrated by Jamie Smith. One Saturday morning, I was sleeping. Suddenly, I heard something I did not want to hear. Mom's voice boomed, "Wake up, Bernie!" I groaned. "But it's the weekend. I want to sleep." "Bernie," she insisted. "We're going to see Grandma today. Remember?" I did remember. My friends and I were going to visit Grandma at the Gentle Creek home. We were all bringing our pets. My dog, Oscar, licked my sleepy face. He was ready to go, even if I wasn't. "Where is Gus Gus?" I asked. "I want to bring my puppy to Grandma's, too." "Gus Gus will show up, Bernie," Mom said. "You get dressed and get ready for breakfast." Gus Gus must have heard the word breakfast. His head popped out from under the blankets on my bed. He loved to sleep under the covers with me. I hugged my puppy. He sprinkled my face with wet kisses. One day, Gus Gus would look just like Oscar. For now, he was just a little puppy who always got lost. After breakfast, my friends and I arrived at the Gentle Creek home. All of us had brought our pets. Wes had his rabbit, and Maribel had her hamster. Andy had his cat, and Simon had his monkey. We all gathered in the living room with Grandma and her friends. Grandma was excited to see me, but I'm not so sure she was happy to see Simon's monkey. Everything was going great until the pets noticed one another. Then the rabbit started chasing the hamster, and the cat started chasing the rabbit. Oscar was not about to miss the fun. He ran after the cat. Simon's monkey shrieked at the other pets. We all yelled at our pets to stop chasing one another, but I don't think they heard us. There were noises coming from everywhere. Soon I started laughing. Then all my friends were bursting out laughing too. Finally, things got really crazy. Then Grandma bellowed, "Stop!" All the pets listened to her and stopped chasing one another. Even Simon's monkey became quiet. Grandma took a deep breath and smiled. Then she said, "It is so wonderful that everyone brought their pets. But they have to be quieter and calmer. What if we pretend like we're at your school? Think about how you share things at school. Let's do the same with your pets. You can show them to us one at a time." I put Oscar on a leash. Wes put his rabbit in a box, and Maribel put her hamster in a cage. Andy held his cat in a cat carrier, and Simon made sure his monkey sat on a chair and did not move. Then we took turns sharing our pets with Grandma and her friends. Oscar and I waited for our turn. That's when I noticed that my puppy Gus Gus was missing. I looked at Mom. She had just been holding him on a leash. "Where is Gus Gus?" I whispered to her. Suddenly, Mom looked surprised and a little worried. For a short moment, everyone was quiet, and everyone heard Mom whisper to Grandma, "Where is Gus Gus?" Everyone looked for Gus Gus. Wes and his rabbit looked under the chairs in the living room, but Gus Gus was not there. Andy and his cat looked in the kitchen, but Gus Gus was not there. Maribel and her hamster looked in the garden, but Gus Gus was not there either. Simon's monkey looked everywhere that was up high. He checked the tops of all the closets and bookshelves. He even climbed the trees outside. No one could find Gus Gus. Grandma was getting tired. "I need to take a nap," she said. "Don't worry about Gus Gus. I'm sure you will find him." Mom and Grandma went to her room. Everyone else kept looking for Gus Gus. Then Mom came back into the living room. She had a big smile on her face. "How can you be happy when Gus Gus is lost?" I asked. "I'm sure Gus Gus is fine," she said. "Grandma wants a kiss from you before she falls asleep." Grandma was almost asleep when I reached her bed, but I noticed that she was smiling too. I leaned over to kiss her, and that's when I noticed the small lump in her bed. It was a very strange lump. I touched the lump, and it moved. The lump moved toward the edge of the bed, so I lifted the covers. Gus Gus looked up at me and licked my face. He had been hiding under the covers again. Gus Gus was not lost anymore. Everyone came into Grandma's room. Wes's rabbit hopped into the room, and Maribel's hamster snuggled in her arms. Andy's cat purred, and Simon's monkey clapped. "I think it's wonderful you have friends," said Grandma. "I think it's wonderful that your friends have pets, too." "Pets teach us how to love," said Grandma. "They even remind us to laugh." She petted Gus Gus. "Does this mean that we can come to see you again?" I asked. "Of course," said Grandma. "But don't forget to bring your friends. And bring your pets. There is one more important thing, too. Don't forget to bring your cages, boxes, and leashes." Responding. Target skill. Story structure. What happens in this story? Copy the story map below. Fill in the setting. Then tell about Bernie's problem and how it got solved. Write about it. Text to self. Think about a time when you lost something and then found it again. Write a personal narrative paragraph about what happened. Use dialogue to make your narrative come alive. Target vocabulary. Bursting. Climbed. Noises. Noticed. Quiet. Share. Suddenly. Wonderful. Expand your vocabulary. Bellowed. Groaned. Insisted. Shrieked. Target skill, story structure. Tell the setting, character, and plot in a story. Target strategy, visualize. Picture what is happening as you read. Genre. Realistic fiction is a story that could happen in real life.